Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
And what the French toast is there to think about?
This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. You know, it's always with another one. Yeah, so, the Cheesecake lady, she's back again. This time she sat down with brother Kevin Wesley and had an interview with him, it was totally crazy. But I've chosen the Crimson Cure video to do my commentary on because, you know what I'm saying, as this situation unfold like this, you know what I'm saying, I like her and the way that she, presents her perspective, especially when it comes to dealing with women. And, the insight would definitely be, what I'm saying, off the chain when it comes down to what she has to say. So, we about to dive off into it, what I'm saying. Let's check it out. It is what it is. And like we always do, quarters, nickels, and dimes. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
For the contribution. So here's the thing. She's doubling down on the foolishness. So the lady with the whole Cheesecake Factory thing, viral video, did an interview with her former date, Jay, and they did an interview on brother's channel, Kevin Wesley. And we are going to just talk about how she basically has not learned anything. And not only has she not learned anything, I'm just going to pick apart what's actually wrong with the mindset. Y'all ladies got to get this stuff together. Y'all ladies got to get this stuff together. I don't know how many writings on the wall y'all are going to have to receive. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all claim y'all intelligent. So why it take y'all so long to figure out simple things? Why it take y'all so long to figure out? It boggles the mind because y'all are not watching these other women fail miserably in front of you. And you still drinking the Kool-Aid? You still swallowing the pills like you still in La La Land with this? And what am I talking about? Like these standards and these like what are y'all doing? How ignorant can a group of women be? How ignorant can you be? I don't understand. Ladies in the chat, do y'all understand? Because I don't get it. What is it about you have delusional expectations do y'all not get? And you holding on to them as if this is somehow it's gonna serve you. If you keep doing it, it's gonna work. I don't get it. It is not working. It has not worked. It will not work. Like, so we're not even gonna waste too much time. Let me go ahead. Shout out to the brother Kevin Wesley. We're going to start out where the actual interview begins, where he starts asking questions. And we're not gonna go let it play all the way through because I have particular points that I want to talk about. So we're gonna be skipping ahead to these minute marks that I want to speak on. So, okay. So let's start here.
I feel like, since
you've had some time to think about it.
Yeah.
Before I ask you any questions, have you guys had a second date?
No.
No second dates.
Not yet.
Okay. So I'll start with you, Jay.
Oh,
And what the French toast is there to think about?
So not yet, huh? Okay. Now we all saw the original video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that he's gonna be interested in taking her out on a second date. I mean, you know, if people, men have also smartened up to this degree. It's like, why are we constantly, once you show your hand at first, you know what I'm saying, nobody's gonna keep sticking their hand back in there, you know what I'm saying, or you know, nobody wants to keep dealing with that, you know. It only takes one time to truly get burnt on the eye of the stove in order for you to be like, fuck that shit, I'm not doing it.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
What has dating been like for you since that video went viral?
Since I was on the video, kind of unexpected.
Now, before, I know I didn't hardly let it play. This is why this was not, I detected that was not a skit. He's still uncomfortable in front of the camera. This is not a man that is accustomed to this. She liked being on TikTok. He does not. Yeah, she's big. You'll realize she said she's like 6'1". So she's a big woman. She's not a small woman. She's not even a short woman. She's just big. Right? She said not yet. So I just wanted y'all to hear out of his mouth that there has not been a second date. We're gonna move all the way forward. And you're going to hear her talk. Her mindset hasn't gone anywhere. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna roast. Here we go.
Had a definitely a different opinion before he gave you his mind, right? But you seemed very receptive to it. Can you explain to me kind of what you were thinking and how you saw him in that video? Because he's saying they took him in a negative light. What do you think?
Well, yes, I think once we had the conversation, I could see my role in the conflict.
Okay. Okay.
Just back up a little bit. To be fair, I mean, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. I mean, you're courting me, so
Listen, in the 21st century,
And what the French toast is there to think about?
there's no such thing as courting anybody anymore. There's no such thing as courting a woman in the 21st century. That shit has been dead for almost 40 years now. I mean, let's just keep this honest. Low key, that's been dead for almost 40 years or more. True courting. What she talking about is that was not courting at all. You know what I'm saying? First of all, like I said once before in one of my other videos, only virgins can be courted.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Sorry out there, but it's just the damn truth. You know, it's real. Only virgins can be courted because of the newness to the situation. The man is new, the woman is new. You know what I'm saying? They come together. They have their moment. They're building that chemistry, that bond, things like that. You know what I'm saying? He, of course, opens the door and pulls out chairs and all this, and you know, a lot of things involved in that. You know, and not just that, but also, you know what I'm saying, also a part of courting is the gentleman is also introduced to the woman's father. Let's keep this part up. Let's keep this real out here now. Let's keep this 100. So if we're going to keep it 100, we're going to keep it 100 here. That's a part of courting too. He's also introduced to the father, the family, her family, things like that. You know what I'm saying? She's introduced to his as well. So, you know, all this, you know, talk about courting, that, you know, y'all ain't doing no courting out there. Not real courting, not traditional courting.
court me. That means wherever I want to go, you take me.
Absolutely.
Whatever I want.
That's not what courting means.
That's courting.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You know, I'm looking for a provider.
No, it's not. That's not courting at all. No, it is not. I was raised in a very traditional family. even though whatever, the 21st century things have changed. A lot of my elders are gone on now, but they taught me actually what the hell it really was about. You know what I'm saying? I know what real courting is about. And, this new age crap, this ain't it.
You're a rich girl, and you're going too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
I'm just being honest with you. This ain't it.
So
let's start there. Her mindset has not changed. Okay, her mindset is not any different than it was when they made the video. Her mindset has not changed. Her knotless braids have not changed, and her lipstick has not changed. So there are a lot of things that have remained the same since this viral video. Courting does not mean, and I want the ladies to hear me and hear me well, courting does not mean that whatever you ask for, he gotta say yes or he's doing something to you. Courting does not mean make a bunch of demands and then he gotta satisfy each of them, no matter how ridiculous they are, no matter how outlandish they are, and no matter how you act trying to make a demand. That is not courting. He don't have to say yes. Courting is when the intentions are made for both of you. When he approaches you, he is intending for your interactions with him to result in a marriage. Okay? And the process of courting is actually much shorter than what people think dating is. Dating is open-ended. We don't know what we doing. We just messing around and screwing around and enjoying each other's company, maybe.
And that's what it is.
What the French toast is there to think about?
That's just the truth on that. You know what I'm saying? And like she just explained courting, because, at the end of the day, like I said, I already said it, at the end of the day, courting is basically wrapped up in what she said courting was. Added on to what I also said about, be honest with you, you could only court a fucking virgin. You can't court a woman that's already had sex.
Think about.
No. She can't be courted. She's already out there. She no longer has her purity. It's not going to happen like that. You can't court a woman that's already got children. You can't court a woman that's already married. You can't court a woman that's already divorced. That's not courting. You can only court a virgin. You know what I'm saying? And then it adds on to what the Crimson Cure just said about a lot of different things. And I also added on with a part of courting was him meeting her father, her family, things like that, and vice versa. She meeting his, things like that. That's a part of courting. That's a traditional courting situation. It's nowhere around that. Now, this dating thing is just like she said. It's just two people hooking up every now and then, woo-to-woo, may go out to eat, may not, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you want, Netflix and chill. Yeah, that's dating.
What the French toast is there to
That's
think
dating.
about?
All right, I'm about to move along a little bit further to myself, you know what I'm saying, because she came along with some real gems here. So let me try to see where I'm at. Hold on here. Let me see if this
Be present and there.
hold on.
Hollywood, nobody else, nothing. Okay.
We start from here. That's cool.
But she has had to be there. She didn't. Is she enjoying the fruit of the labor and the wealth? Of course she is. But she earned that. She earned that. I guarantee you that woman don't have a sense of entitlement. I would guarantee you that woman.
Let me move it a little bit more further here.
It's really, really sick that she gonna leave. She gonna, while she is enjoying the fruit of the labor,
Hold on, let me just start right here.
outrageous what she really thought of him and what she still think of him. It has not changed. Let's go right around here.
Okay, here we go.
So here's what I want to do, guys.
Mhm.
I want to go back a bit. Can y'all tell me how y'all met? I want you to tell me how you guys met.
So I was in Midtown, and like I barely even have time to go out with friends and all that. But it was a really close friend's birthday, so I went to get some drinks for the first time in ages, and I saw this beautiful woman who it seemed like every other guy in the bar was either intimidated by or too shy to talk to. And
Hold on. All right, now this is where he fucking up at. Too intimidated and this and that. Well, ain't nobody intimidated by women, man. Ain't nobody intimidated. Not no grown ass man. Not no grown ass man. A grown ass man is assessing what type of problem would this broad be if I allow her into my life. That's what he assessing. You know, when y'all out in these areas and spaces and things like that, and you know, like most women are saying nowadays, well, men are not approaching anymore, and this and that. Yeah, men are assessing whether or not you are too dangerous to allow into their lives. Will you fuck up his program? Will you mess up his finances? Will you mess up his life? Will you mess up his soul, his spirit, his whole demeanor? Men are assessing this nowadays and trying to figure out, is it worth it to even try to spit breath to talk to your crazy ass? So all this, you know, intimidated and this and that. Yeah, you still with that simp ass shit. That makes no sense to me. That's where he going wrong at. He still with that simp mind frame, talking all that dumb crap. Nobody's intimidated by anybody. The fact of the matter is it worth my time? That's the whole question. That's the whole question.
I thought, what the hell? Why not? And she was, you know, minding her own business. And I asked her, you know, her name, Alicia, and I thought that's a beautiful name. And even despite how loud it was in the bar, we were still able to talk a little here and there. And I got her number, and she had to go. And so we kept talking after that for a little bit, and then like a week later, I asked her, "You want to go out to this restaurant?"
Yeah.
And I told her it would be a surprise, and maybe that might be a problem on my part. You know, it might have raised the expectations a little bit, but I guess the surprise ended up being Cheesecake Factory, where
Right.
the original surprise was.
I want to get to that. You had something else planned for her, right?
Yeah.
Because of how the evening went, the Cheesecake Factory happened, right?
Yeah.
So
Can I just say before
Sure.
I love the Cheesecake Factory, and it's a place that I've gone to for like every birthday. So like it wasn't just like a random restaurant to me. It was also like a place that I've gone with my family throughout my entire life, and I love Cheesecake Factory.
Now I'm gonna pause it right here. Earlier in this little interview, she, once again, twice in a row now, the Cheesecake Factory. I bet you she had not spoken to him long enough to know that he actually likes the Cheesecake Factory, and that this is a kind of, I don't want to say sentimental place, but this is a place that he spent birthdays and his family has gone there. So he didn't take her to a place that he would not have gone if he wasn't with her, or a place that he didn't even like. Or
Right. And before the Crimson Cure go in here, you know, also you have to think about it too. The fact that she went on and dissed the place that he normally frequents with his family. well, even his birthdays and other people's birthdays. Obviously, his family likes going to this particular type of restaurant. They like that. So she was also sitting around here dissing the place he likes to go with his own family.
And what the French toast
So he
is
paid
gonna
attention
think
to
about.
that. Of course, she didn't talk to him about none of that. She didn't give a fuck to talk to him about any damn thing. I guarantee you, she don't even know. She don't even know what type of bread this fool like to eat. I mean, let's just keep it real. You know, it's real though.
or anything like that, right? Now she doesn't once again snarl her nose up at something he like.
Right.
I don't think women understand what that means or what that is. You can't be snarling up. You can't be snarling up at the things that your man or your potential man say that he like, or things that he finds joy in, or things that he find. You can't be snarling up. Whatever your opinion is of that, if it's not a good opinion, if it is not a positive opinion, don't share it.
Hey, I go here to say this, real talk. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, not only do you not share that, not only do you not speak at all, how about you just go out with the dude that you like Or I keep forgetting one damn thing. Most sisters, most women, period, are going out with the dude that they don't like because they want to get the free shit. But the dude that they like, he ain't taking that broad nowhere.
What the French toast is there to think about?
He barely bringing her a chicken sandwich from goddamn what's that Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? He barely bringing her a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A because he's so corrupted he don't want to go to that Christian place to get no food no way.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
You know what I'm saying? He you know, all he want to do is lay down, give her hysterectomies and other, you know, claps and all the other type of crap. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, she run out, you know, and eat all day and get fat and look silly with the dude that, you know what I'm saying, actually is showing her some type of interest. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. It is what it is, though.
Do not share that. Keep that to yourself. She big. Not only is she like 6'1", so she's tall, she's also big. Are we looking at this SpongeBob midsection? I'm not gonna. What was her thoughts on him initially? Let's go to that.
So what made you say, okay, I'm going to give this guy a chance? What was it about him?
Well, he was bold enough to come up and talk to me for
Confidence,
one.
okay.
So yes, I definitely am attracted to confidence.
Mhm.
He just seemed like he had a pure heart. He was, you know, very thoughtful, engaging.
Hold on. Fellas.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Women get to talk about the heart and all this pureness and all that other type of crap. She ain't hot for you. She ain't coming up out of that piece of coochie. She just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't in her. You know what I'm saying? Yo, she this.
But you're a Dorito. You was never chose. You're a Dorito, bitch. And you're mad that you're not chose. And you never will be chose.
Yo, they get to talk about the heart and all that shit, man. You just need to turn around and walk the fuck away. All that heart bullshit, they don't talk about this shit with dudes that they actually want to have sex with. Trust me, they don't. They worry about the heart after and all that other type of crazy ass shit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, from the door, she talking about your heart. Oh, he seemed like he was such a sweet guy and this and that, man. Hey, hold on, right here.
Run! Get to the chopper!
I mean, the only he won me over. He did win me over, but I'm a tall woman, and so there wasn't necessarily like that immediate attraction. But as we began to talk, it was really his heart that made me say, give this guy a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you draw your line? Is that typically you don't date guys who are, guys have to be at least your height or taller before you would date them?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, I understand that. That probably makes it difficult finding someone suitable for yourself. You are what, 6'1", 6?
I'm almost 6'1", yeah.
Almost 6'1". Wow. So that means, let's see, 14.5% of men are at least 6 feet, right? But that next 2 inches for you to find someone taller than you, that's 3.6% of men in the entire world that are tall enough that are at least 6'2". Is that discouraging?
I mean, I only need one.
You need one, but he needs to be that height. He needs to make the resources, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be funny. He needs to be charismatic. He needs to be disciplined.
And we talking all this and that about where he needs to be. He also needs to be attracted to you.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
I mean, let's just keep this honest. And most tall men, from what I could tell, they tend to deal with women that are shorter than fucking 6 feet. I'm just being honest out here. Let's keep this real. Who you think they screwing around here? You know what I'm saying? They not screwing all these tall broads out here. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know, he also has to be attracted to you too. So if you just running across tall men and, you know, they not necessarily attracted to you, then baby, you know what I'm saying, you kind of up shit creek without a paddle.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That doesn't discourage you? Like,
I'm an optimist. But no.
That I like.
Yeah,
like
no, I mean,
An optimist.
the logically speaking, I understand what you're saying. I've heard this many times.
Heard it many times and still stupid. Okay.
Right.
Her thoughts about him initially. He won me over with how pure his heart. There was no immediate attraction. Let me translate hyena ease. This dude wasn't finna get none. Okay. I didn't have no desire to lay with this dude. All right. He just wasn't finna get none. I didn't get wet. Nothing happened to me sexually when this guy walked over to me. Okay. At all. But the reason why I allow him to talk is because he looked like a mark. And the more I talk to him, the more of a mark he looked like he was going to be. Because you can see he's kind of, I'm not going to say awkward. It come off more like shy. Like, you know, quietly, kind of soft-spoken, like, you know, he's that guy. Every guy's not super boisterous and super blah, 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 blah. Every dude's not that. So he just has a different personality and a different energy that he carried. And she translated that as, this is a simp and a mark. This is somebody that I'm going to be able to run. I'm going to be able to put batteries in his back for the promise of sex. He look like he don't really get too many women. And he probably doesn't, not because he's unattractive or because women wouldn't pay him any attention, because there are women out here who like men like that, and they would not, and they like them genuinely. Problem, he stated in the beginning when he asked, how did you meet? He said, I went out for drinks, something I haven't done in ages. This tells me that this man is probably a workaholic. His friends and family don't see a lot of him. He work a lot. You know, he's constantly doing what he's doing. He don't go out a whole lot. A lot of his time is probably spent in his profession and things like that. And every once in a while, his family and his friends see him. So it was like, you know what? Let me break away from the cycle and let me go hang out with my buddies and get a drink and blah, 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 blah. You know, let me do that. Okay, because I don't really do that. I don't really go out. You know, I don't really do a whole lot of club hopping and all that kind of stuff. I don't really do that. But let me go. Right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let my hair down a little bit. I'm going to chill out. Okay, because I'm always working, and I always tell my friends no, and I always tell my family another time, and but I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna go. That's what that was.
I could definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as a workaholic myself, you know, I don't, you know, really get out like that too much anymore. Definitely not like I used to when I was younger. Like seriously, you know. So I definitely understand that. You know, and yeah, that's possible, you know, especially with nowadays, you know, a lot of things happening online. Cold approaching is almost dead to a major degree. So it's like, you know, what can you do? And then, you know, if you don't have a lot of time just to sit around online and chit chat about nonsense all day, you know, it's like, you know, either you're gonna get to the point or not. Like, you know, yeah, I see you, I like you, which, you know, this and that, woo. Let's pick a time to get together. If not, then, you know, oh well. I mean, you know, it's just no time for all this bullshit. Like seriously.
That's why he don't meet nobody. Because he's not really out there to meet. He's not really doing what you do to meet a whole lot of women. Okay? That's just my take. So she was just going to use him for money and food and see how much she could get out of him without giving him none. That kind of thing. Let me talk about her height. All you tall ladies, I am going to say what nobody else wants to say. Excessively tall women have just as much of a dating handicap as very short men. Let me repeat that. Excessively tall women have the same level of dating problems that very short men have in the dating area. Just like women be like, I don't know, man, if he ain't 6 feet, and da 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 da. Men do not typically go for very tall women.
Hey, yo.
What the French toast is there to think about?
Hey, what is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
And that's just the truth, though. Like, seriously, if you really just look at the dynamics of situations and stuff like that, most of the time, you know, you talking about a woman that's over 6 feet, and then when she actually decides to put on heels, she's 6'2", something like that. Pretty much, it's like, yeah, you know, even if a dude is a solid 5'11", 6 feet, you know what I'm saying, she still is extremely tall, especially once she put on the heels. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's gonna be, you know, quite awkward. Even getting it, like she's like Crimson Cure basically stating, you know, even them women want taller men. But what Wesley stated was that there's only so many tall men on the planet. I mean, regardless of what everybody want to sit here and say, regardless of what you see in the NBA, that's just in the NBA. You talking about everyday average walking down the damn street. There's not, if all men, the mass amount of men are not over 6'2". They're not even over 6 feet. So if a woman comes out with them extremely long legs and she tall and things like that, like, hey.
It looked funny, especially when you go over a certain height. 6 feet, you're really tall for a woman. You're really
Right.
tall, period. And then you're tall for a woman.
Right.
So when you're tall like that for a woman, all of that, he got to be taller than you. You need to nix that. You need to X that out. You're gonna get you a short king. Understand that. You're gonna get you a short king. Because that's what's available. All them super tall, he got to be basketball height and all that. And ain't nobody trying to do all that. You tall, man.
If y'all really look at it for what it is, though, look at most of the men that are in the NBA that are tall like that. Their wives are at the max maybe 5'11".
So what the
Maybe.
toast is there to think
That's
about?
a maybe. Most of them even have short wives. They not even dating the tall basketball women. You know, why you think so many of them tall girls, you know what I'm saying, almost go to the, you know, pretty much go to the other side, like talking about? Because I mean, you know what I'm saying, like it's only so many men on the planet that's that damn tall that they could deal with. Brittany Griner's like what? She's well over 6 feet. If she was actually interested in men, it would be hard as hell for her to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, who she gonna date? What, another basketball, NBA player? That's if he's even attracted to her.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And see, a lot of people are forgetting, yes, the man has to be attracted to you too as the damn woman. He got to be attracted to you too. Fucking silly. You know what I'm saying? You out here, you know, yeah, we know. But the dude still got to be attracted to you in order to want to deal with you.
And you may not be ugly, but you're tall. And so your pool of men is smaller. Especially you trying to be picky about height of all things. You can't be picky about height. You gonna get you a short king. And he might not necessarily be short. He just gonna be shorter than you. So he might be 5'10", you know, or whatever. 5'9", 5'10". That's you know, around average heighted men. He gonna be shorter than you, though. So you just have to swallow that. Just like men who are really short. He's 5'3", he's 5'2". He gonna have problems. Because he's really short. So he gonna have to come with the confidence of a tall dude.
Right.
He gonna have to walk tall. You see what I'm saying? You make her forget all about that height. And you as a tall woman gonna have to make him forget about your height too. By being soft and demure and feminine and pretty. Make him be like, yeah, I'm gonna climb that tree right there. I'm climbing that tree. That tree I'm climbing. She a tree and I'm gonna climb.
Hey.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
You know, I mean, you know, I done dealt with a few tall girls before, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm right at 6 feet. So, you know, yeah, I've dealt with some chicks that's, you know, probably about baby girl height, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, 6 feet or either, you know, about 6'2". I think this one chick was like 6'2", you know what I'm saying? Right about that, you know what I'm saying? And hey, though, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, them tall girl, man, they be, man, them cats be big, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it ain't tight, I'm just saying they be big, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, I don't discriminate. I like climbing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't mind climbing a few mountains, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a few trees here and there, you know.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Hell yeah. Long ass legs.
So she ain't having no whole lot of luck. Not only is she tall, she average. Not only is she average, she's out of shape.
Damn.
Not only is she out of shape, she doesn't dress flattering for her height and build. And she's not nice. She's not pleasant. She don't seem like she cool to hang around and be around. So you having trouble, ma'am. All that extra picky, you need to stop that. Now we're going to get to the real good part. Now she going to go into, you're going to watch her go into chameleon mode. She's trying to be in that. You're going to watch her do this. Let's go. Let me start here.
Would look like when you're trying to establish an intent for a meaningful relationship. And I think that's the biggest problem. It's not so much that people are necessarily selfish or entitled. It's more so that they don't know what they're looking for, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Oftentimes we think we know, but we really don't.
Right, right. So when he asked you the question, you expect men to go all out on a date, huh? Mm-hmm. You said absolutely. If he likes her, he should present that, right?
Yes.
He should lead and be masculine. He should be willing to pay for the meal, show up on time, open doors for her, the whole nine. But when he asked you, what does a woman expect you to do? You said, look good, be there. And that's where the, right?
Disconnect was. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because there should be things that a woman should do, right? So if you've thought about that, could you tell me some of what you think now, if he would have asked you that question today?
Sure. If you think about, watching the video, it's like, how do you expect this person to keep giving, and you're not giving anything back? So now we're depleted.
Absolutely.
And so who's going to pour into him?
Wow.
So, I mean, if you truly do want that type of protection provider, there has to be some balance.
Absolutely.
So.
Chameleon talk.
That's very powerful. I actually took the liberty to make a list of things that men.
Now I'm gonna prove that it was chameleon talk, because they're going to talk a little bit about her not touching his arm or wanting to, walk arm in arm and things of that nature. And it's a lot of tomfoolery.
To the roles that we're playing. He's going to protect me if something happens right now. And so I'm going to stand close to him. This lets the people on the outside looking in know that I'm with this man. He is taking care of me. We're out together, right?
It's like it kind of shows that you trust.
Absolutely.
I think. I felt like
trust is a big
word. What women get out of a date is a free mind.
Trust is a big word. The point that he's trying to make, which I'm not going to let him make because we're going to move on, is that when you go out on a date, even a first date, and the man that you are with is with you, and let's say another man comes up and snatch your purse, or another man comes up and physically assaults you, you are going to look for this man that you just met that don't know you very well to have your back and physically protect you from some other man that he don't know, possibly risking his life and risking a whole bunch of other stuff for a woman he does not know. Yet on the reverse, you don't even so much as want to grab his hand or quote unquote trust, because that's a big word. But him potentially being in a situation, if it were to ever come up, of being in a situation where he have to risk his life or risk injury or something like that to protect you, and he just started talking to you a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or a few days ago or whatever it was, that's acceptable. Let me say cap.
Hey, and that's real talk though.
French toast is there to think about.
That's real talk. When you are out on a quote unquote date or whatever, yeah, if she's not presenting herself like she's actually on a date with you, she's not trying to be close to you, next to you, she's not trying to basically, cling to you, to let the surroundings know that I'm actually with him, or in this type of way, or saying we're not just friends and stuff like that. I'm actually with him on a deeper level than just being two people going out to grab a bite to eat. Yeah, there's gonna have to be a level of trust from the door. Now, all these women talking about they want to sit around here, they can't trust this, they can't trust that, this and that, woo. Well, baby, you're gonna have to work on your own trust issues. That sounds like a personal problem. Because once you step out that door to go out on a physical date with me, there are certain things that you need to do to, alert the rest of society and our surroundings while we're out together that we're actually together, and not just some bullshit, for real though.
That whole talk about trust and touch you good is cap. All that's cap. Because when a woman like a man, when she's into him, when she's attracted to him, she's all over him. He don't have to ask her to touch his hand.
Right.
He don't have to ask her to make it appear as though he's with her. She all up on him.
Right. Real talk, man. Real talk.
When my husband is home, I'm all up on him. He don't have to wonder, I wonder, do she like me because she don't never touch me? No. Every once and again, he be like, stop. I gotta go.
Cause she be turning them on at that point.
So all that whole talk was cap. Now you gonna hear her choke them back feet. She could not keep them back feet in. We gonna watch him slip out. She gonna choke on her own back feet. This the kicker right here. She gonna choke on her own back feet.
They wouldn't want to talk.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
I completely understand. So as a man dating with intent, you're ending up in these situations where a lot of times you're in hookup culture. And so you're not getting a second date out of it. Meanwhile, here you are, you have spent your money, you spent time with this person who you're never gonna likely see again.
Yeah.
Right? Women oftentimes are looking at dates as what they can get out of them, right? An experience, right? Take me to a nice restaurant. I want the ambiance, I want the treatment, right? And with no intent of doing anything special for the guy after the date. So it's almost like it's almost like she's getting over on him, right? Like she's using him for meals. And that's what men say, I'm not gonna keep taking these women out if they don't like me. Don't go out if you don't like me, because then it wouldn't end up where he's on the outside looking into the thing. What do women say oftentimes when he's upset? I took you to this restaurant, I did that, and now you don't want to get close to me, you're not ready. And she's like, well, you wanted to do it.
And that's the worst damn thing that you could ever sit there and say. A man gonna spend his hard-earned money on your dingbat ass, you know what I'm saying, at a fucking restaurant, or period, with the intentions of actually getting to know you, getting close to you, and moving towards something physical and also, mental. That's what that's what most men are tired of. They're sick of the games.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
They're sick of the damn games. Don't go out with a man that you don't like. And I'm sorry that the man that you do like, he ain't taking you out. Well, if the man that you do like not take you out, well, bitch, just fucking deal with it.
So what the French toast is there
Stay at home, Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? Just just deal with that shit. You know, it's not that hard. It is not that hard.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Speaking of nagging, persistent pain. Watch it, sucker.
Hey, what is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Yeah. Just deal with it. The dude that you are attracted to as a woman, quote unquote, you know, he ain't the dude that's finna take you nowhere. He ain't the dude that's finna take you out. But shit, though, you like him, he blow your back out good, right? I mean, let's just be honest. So just deal with that and stay in your lane. That's your lane right there. The dude that's not gonna take you out, the dude that's not gonna do shit for you, the dude that really don't give a fuck about you, but he blow your back out good. That's what you like. Then stay there.
Get to the chopper!
Hey.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
I'm just saying, and that's okay. That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, though, the problem is, you know, she always want more. Yeah, it does come to a point to where, you know, blowing the back out ain't enough. So now what do you do? Ain't nothing you can do except for accept the fact that at least you get your back blown out. You know what I'm saying? Just be okay with that. Just be okay with that. You getting good sex, you getting your back blown out. Just be okay with just that. And leave the rest of these motherfucking men the fuck alone.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
It's very simple. This shit ain't hard out here.
She will let him spend, and spend, knowing she's not interested in this man. Do you feel that that's wrong?
No, I don't like users.
Ooh.
I mean,
Did y'all hear her choke on that lie? Did you hear her choke on the lie?
I'm talking about
run it back.
Run it back.
And get close to me, you're not ready. And she's like, well, you wanted to do it. She will let him spend, and spend, knowing she's not interested in this man. Do you feel that that's wrong?
No, I don't like users. I mean, I do think that that's...
One more again.
I think that we are all...
And get close to me, you're not ready. And she's like, well, you wanted to do it. She will let him spend, and spend, knowing she's not interested in this man. Do you feel that that's wrong?
No, I don't like users. I mean, I do think that that's...
Hey, yo.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
And that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy out here. It's crazy. But it's the truth though. You know what I'm saying? And like I just said, you know, baby, just stick with the dude that you like. You generally like the dude that's not gonna take you out. He ain't finna do shit for you, but he can blow your back out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't understand. Hey, listen, look, all this, you know, talking about hypergamy, all that crap, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck ever. You can hypergamy in the bedroom with Pookie and Ray Ray right there, watch your fucking Netflix and chill, you know what I'm saying? Do your own damn thing. Stay in your lane out there.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Both men and women. Stay in your fucking lane. You know what I'm saying? If you see that she a type of chick that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day is not worthy of being taken no fucking where, don't take her nowhere. Don't even entertain it. Half the time, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, just don't even entertain it. It's ridiculous. What it is though, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
Cheesecake.